What is going on, y'all? Today we're about to rebuild the New Orleans Saints with our main man, Eat a W, Jameis Winston. I know y'all saw that week one. Man threw 5 touchdowns, first starting game with the Saints. I think his story is very similar to Drew Brees before he joined the Saints. When he was kicked out of San Diego by the Chargers for Phillip Rivers, Drew Brees wasn't viewed as a top tier quarterback. Now, I mean, he's a first ballot Hall of Famer for sure. And I think Jameis Winston, I don't know if he's going to be first ballot Hall of Famer, but I think he's going to have a very successful career revival in New Orleans. I think he has the intangibles that it takes. All he needs to do is get those interceptions down. And when he was on the Buccaneers, he didn't really have a great team with him. We have to remember that. His team was not good. He is not dealing with the Tom Brady level Buccaneers, or was not dealing with the Tom Brady level Buccaneers. Tom Brady Buccaneers are an entire different breed. Tom Brady has all of the help in the world on that team. But Jameis, he was struggling. So I think Jameis with Alvin Kamara, Michael Thomas, and company is going to do very, very well, and we're about to see how far he can take him in Madden. He is 27 years old, and I think he's only in the 70s, so who knows how long he'll actually be the starting quarterback, just because Madden. But, I think he can do a lot. I think we can make the most of his remaining career and try to get him some development traits and really make him into a Super Bowl winning quarterback. So first look at this roster. We've got Jameis Winston, who is only a 73 overall, but he's 27 years old, so he's not going to start regressing quite yet. He's got good throw power. The only downside on Jameis, the only significant downside is his awareness, which makes sense because the man threw 30 interceptions the last time he started. But we have Alvin Kamara, arguably the best running back in the NFL. I wouldn't say arguably. Up there with CMC. And then you got Derrick Henry and Nick Chubb. There are a lot of good running backs right now, but Kamara's definitely one of the better ones. Michael Thomas, he's been hurt for a while, but we don't have injuries on, so we've got him back healthy. Great player. One of the best possession receivers in the league. Who is this? Deontay Harris. Very small guy. I think he's a kick returner, right? Yeah, he's a kick returner. But he's also a catcher. He's an okay receiver. Who is this? Traquan Smith. Okay. And then our offensive line, our tackles are both amazing. We have Ryan Ramczyk, 27-year-old superstar tackle. We have Taron Armstrong, 30-year-old superstar tackle, 95 overall. Then we have McCoy, Ruiz, and Pete. Really, really good offensive line. I don't know why Ruiz is there twice. But yeah, offensive line is straight. No need to really worry about that. Tight end could use a little bit of work. Adam Troutman is young, but not that good. We probably want to look to draft one of those. And then defense, Cam Jordan is very, very good. He's surpassed the test of time. Not the fastest player anymore, but really, really good pass rusher. Always down to get double-digit sacks pretty much every season. Then Davenport and Onyemata, excuse me, sorry, I don't know how to say that guy's name. Marcus Davenport, young player, good pass rusher, fast guy, athletic. We want to keep him long term. I think that's 3 years pro, so we probably have to extend him this season. Probably won't be too expensive because he's only an 80 in start development. We have Marshawn Lattimore, great cornerback, still young. Going to try to keep him for a long time. We have Marcus Williams, another young defensive back. Going to keep him around. Malcolm Jenkins is probably going to get traded for Jordan Fuller. I'm getting Jordan Fuller in every franchise. Don't think I forgot about that. I've only made one video, and I'm probably not going to forget about that. Quan Alexander, very athletic player. 27 years old, though, and only 76 overall, so he probably won't be here long term. Demario Davis, really, really good player, but just getting up there in age. 32 years old. He's definitely going to regress at the end of the season. Let's check his contract, actually. His contract isn't terrible, but we're probably going to try to trade him at the end of next season. Or if we're in the position to make a Super Bowl push, we're going to keep him around. Braun, just got to replace this guy. We could use a second defensive tackle. Prince Amukamara is okay. He's always been just kind of an okay defensive back. Even when he was in New York, he was just an okay defensive back. But yeah, this is our team. Wait a second. I forgot about what the... Wait a second. We have CJ Gardner Johnson. I didn't even see him because he wasn't listed as a starter. Why would you? Okay. So we're gonna get Jordan. We always get Jordan. Don't get it twisted. We always get Jordan, and he is criminally underrated. But we have 3 safeties on this team. Really, we have 4 safeties with who's this? PJ Williams. We're going to start Gardner Johnson for sure because Malcolm Jenkins is 33. Gardner Johnson is 23. He's literally 10 years younger and 1 overall better. There's no reason to not have him starting. So our safeties look really, really good. We're going to get Jordan and probably just move him to cornerback or linebacker. I think cornerback. Maybe CJ can play cornerback. He has 60. He has 83 man coverage, 85 zone coverage. We might actually move CJ Gardner Johnson to cornerback and then start Jordan at strong safety. I think that's probably the plan. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. CJ Gardner Johnson is going to move to cornerback, and then Jordan Fuller is going to be our strong safety. So let's go make that trade for Jordan Fuller right now, and we will start simulating this first season. I don't like to make a lot of trades the first season. I like to see how the team just does on its own and then sort of slowly rebuild after that. So here we are. We're going to see if they accept this straight up first. They did. Okay, so we traded, I think it was PJ Williams for Jordan Fuller just straight up. He's really easy to trade for some reason. I think it's because they have 2 safeties that are, I think it's Taylor Rapp is actually rated higher than Jordan Fuller, so that's why it's usually pretty easy to trade for. But I am going to say this until Madden updates their game. Jordan Fuller is criminally underrated. This guy, I know he's my cousin, like he's family, so it's kind of, I can't get him number 4, so I have to switch him to 44 probably. But he is criminally underrated. He is the one of the defensive team captains on the Los Angeles Rams, and the Rams have a really good defense. Obviously, you know, Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey are great, but Jordan Fuller led their team in tackles week 1. He fought for a starting job after being a 6th round pick last year. Jordan Fuller is a very, very good player. He picked off Tom Brady twice. He is really good. I think his speed is too low. Obviously, his coverage stats are too low. Block shedding, I'm not really sure of. Probably should have higher catching. He should be better than he is. His hit power is too low too. His tackling's too low. Everything about this player is too low. He's rated too lowly. So when Madden does their roster updates, they better at least have him rated higher than Taylor Rapp because he starts in front of Taylor Rapp now, and he's a team captain. I think Madden should give him at least an 80 overall, and I'm going to keep saying this every rebuild. Maybe I'll even make a timestamp so y'all don't have to hear it if you keep watching these, but Jordan Fuller is going to be our strong safety, and then CJ is going to move down to cornerback, and we will start simulating after we finish those changes, and I'll see you in a second. All right, maybe this rebuild isn't going to be as realistic as I thought because they also hid Brian Poole from us. Our defense is really good. I think what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to trade Malcolm Jenkins for either a left outside linebacker or another receiver, and maybe we can actually contend for a Super Bowl this year. It is confusing to me that Taysom Hill has star level development when he's a 67 overall at 31 years old. That is a very confusing thing to me. They made him fast. Actually, maybe Taysom Hill's our tight end. Because we do have a need at tight end, and Taysom Hill played some tight end. I'm going to edit our roster and see what we can get for Malcolm Jenkins, and then I'll be back. All right, so I think we're throwing realism out the window here, like completely out the window. Taysom Hill is our starting tight end now, and Malcolm Jenkins is our starting left outside linebacker. He's only 204 pounds, so realistically, he's not big enough, but he's a 79 overall in Madden at outside linebacker. We have Jordan Fuller starting as strong safety. We have Marcus Williams starting at free safety. They hid Brian Poole from us. I don't know why he wasn't showing up on the depth chart before I made some switches, but Brian Poole, Gardner Johnson, and Lattimore are all 82 overall starting cornerbacks. So we are really chilling. Like, we're chilling on another level. I'm thinking maybe we move Gardner Johnson back to safety and then move Jordan Fuller to cornerback. But honestly, I think this is kind of a good setup right now. Let's check our specialist, who is our slot. We have Gardner Johnson as our slot. Do we want Poole as our slot? They're very similar ratings wise, so there's not much of a reason to swap them at all. We're gonna keep Cam on Yamata and Davenport as they are. Sub linebacker is good. Latavius, I forgot we had Latavius. I don't know if he was showing up on our depth chart either actually. But we're definitely going to put Kamara as our power back. He's a 92 at power back. Kamara's just, I think Kamara is top 3 running backs in the league right now. Like, it's got to be CMC, Kamara, and like Derrick Henry. Those are really the 3 best. Latavius is a great spellback, though. We're happy to have him. And Devontae Freeman, who's still pretty high overall in Madden, but he will not play at all for us. So, yeah, this is the team that we're rocking with right now. I'm going to see if we can find a way to get another receiver somehow. Maybe there's a free agent out there. Maybe there's something. But I think we can potentially make a legitimate Super Bowl push right now if we can find a defensive tackle and a receiver somewhere. I'm going to scout around and try to see what I can get. All right, so I don't know if y'all have checked the free agents in this game, but we've got Mitchell Schwartz, a 91 overall right tackle, superstar development trait. He's 32, obviously, so he's not going to get much better, but superstar, so he's not going to regress heavily. David DeCastro and Olivier Vernon, 83 overall. He's, honestly, I think I'm signing Olivier Vernon to play defensive tackle for me. I'm going to do that right now. This rebuild has no realism in it, so if you're looking for a realistic rebuild, I'll do that another time. We could sign Golden Tate as well. We have so much cap room, we could sign like all these players and not even worry about it. I think we're probably going to try to do this, just sign all these good players. Damon Harrison. Sign all these good players and shore up every position that we're missing out on. I think I want to sign Mitchell Schwartz and Golden Tate, and then we will have a really, really good first-year lineup, try to get Jameis Winston's development trade up, and then rebuild more organically after that. So we'll see. I'm about to make some stupid signings and see how good I can get this team in year 1. All right, so this is our new lineup. We ended up signing Mitchell Schwartz and Golden Tate. They are now starting on our team. Taysom Hill is our starting tight end. We moved Taron Armstead into guard, into the interior line to play guard because this man has 80 speed as an offensive lineman. I have never seen an offensive lineman that fast. I looked it up. This man ran a 4.65 40-yard dash. Offensive lineman running a 4.65. I didn't even know that's ever happened before. That might be the fastest offensive lineman in NFL history. And then defense, we assigned Olivier Vernon, and I think that's all we did for our defense. Let me just look around. I think that's all we did for our defense. So what I think I'm going to do actually is I'm going to put Brian Poole at cornerback 2, and then I'm going to put Gardner Johnson as backup safety on both ends and starting slot cornerback. So he's still going to be able to play safety, and he's going to play slot cornerback as well. And then we got Jordan Fuller. Our team is looking really good in terms of overalls. We'll see how this team performs. If we can't make a push for the playoffs, I think I can at least get Jameis Winston a development trade upgrade. That's my goal. As for schemes, we're going to be running the Carolina Panthers offensive playbook because we have Alvin Kamara. And I saw, what's his name? Sam Darnold popping off with the Carolina playbook. Oh yeah, how do they do this in alphabetical? Okay, they do it like it shows up as the city that they play in here, but it's alphabetical by the team name. So Carolina here is P in terms of alphabet. So like the next team is Patriots, which is N, but like it's just confusing. I don't know why they still do that. Our scheme, wow, 95% scheme fit. And then let's see if we can find a better scheme fit here. West Coast zone run. Multiple zone run. I think we're running probably Probably multiple zone run. And then defense, the Jacksonville Jaguars defense was doing good for me when I was running the football team franchise. So we're going to try that again. And then we're going to start simulating and see how far this team can go. Jameis is about to pop off. I can feel it. All right, here we are at the mid-season mark. We're 4-2. Team's pretty good. Not as good as I would like, but we are better overall than the Buccaneers, so we're clearly pretty good. Let's see, who do we need to resign? Taron Armstrong. Okay, he is. I don't care what I gotta pay this guy. I'm gonna. Do I sign him for 4 years? I'll sign him for 3 years. I'll just give him the contract that he asked for. He asked for a 2-year deal. I'll give him a 2-year deal. Because, I mean, he's going to get cheaper as he ages, so let's just sign Taron Armstrong to a 2-year deal. Marshawn Lattimore is only 25 years old. You want to lock him down as long as you can. Well, maybe not as long as you can. I'll get him until he's 25. He is... Okay, wait. Let's see who we have to sign first. Oh, my lord. Okay, wait a second. Oh, we need to sign Jameis, too. Okay. Let's sign Jameis first. He's really not that expensive, but... This is a Jameis Winston rebuild, so let's sign Jameis to a 4-year deal. Give him a little bit more money, but not that much more, because we need to actually conserve our money for these other players. I did go kind of crazy in free agency in the beginning, so that's probably why we're a little short on money. Quan Alexander, do we want him back? He's actually not very expensive, but let's prioritize our other players first. Brian Poole is kind of expensive. Marcus Williams is much more important than Brian Poole to the overall success of this team right now. He's much younger and he's a little bit better. Let's give him this. Got Marcus Williams for long term. Marshawn Lattimore's got to be locked down long term. He's really expensive, but he's too good not to sign. Like he's just too good not to sign. A 25-year-old lockdown corner, just they're too hard to get. I don't want to up it too much, but you have to up it when you increase the years. Let's see if he accepts this. Nice. Okay. Now, yeah, we'll figure out the rest at the end of the season, but for right now, we're going to try to get to the playoffs and see if we can make a Super Bowl run. We ended up getting Evan Ingram for Taysom Hill, Andres Pete, and a 7th-round pick. We were just kind of shopping around, seeing who had interest in Pete. Giants had green interest and ended up wanting to trade us Evan Ingram. It seems like they don't really value him that much, and we are going to make a lot of value out of Evan Ingram. So that really upgrades our offense. I think that will help us get the final push that we need. Let's upgrade Jameis Winston while we're here. Field General, that's a good one. Okay. And we might be able to make the playoffs now. That's a huge upgrade at tight end. All right, so we're at the end of the year. We ended 12-5. So we were 4-2, I think, before we made that Evan Ingram trade. So it definitely helped us out a bunch. But we didn't get first place in the division. Buccaneers did that. Looking at the stats, I'm pretty sure Jameis had a great season. Let's see if he got his interceptions down. He did. He only threw 5 interceptions. I think it was 5. I think he had 8 interceptions when we were at the week 8 mark. But he ended up 35 touchdowns, 13 interceptions, 64 completion percentage. Evan Ingram helped him out a ton from what this looks like. Alvin Kamara ended with 1,500 rushing yards on 5 yards a carry. Only 4 rushing touchdowns somehow. Latavius Murray had 15 rushing touchdowns. Alvin Kamara is the starting power back. I don't know how that happened. Alvin Kamara ended with 1,200 receiving yards and 7 touchdowns. So on the year, Alvin Kamara has what? 2,700 yards and only 9 touchdowns, but 2,700 total yards for Alvin Kamara on the season. Insane season. And then defense-wise, Marcus Davenport had a great season. He's probably going to hit superstar off this one, 13.5 sacks. Olivier Vernon with 12.5 sacks from the defensive tackle position. Cam Jordan with 10 and Quan with 7. Brian Poole with 3 picks. Let's see, where's Jordan? Did Jordan do anything this year? Where's Jay Fuller? There he is. 89 tackles, so he had a decent year. He didn't really get any other stats, which is kind of unrealistic because he's kind of a ball hawk in real life. But we played pretty well. Marshawn Lattimore led us in tackles. But yeah, we had a good season. Kamara might win MVP off that. Jameis had a good season. Hopefully he gets a dev trade off that, but quarterback depth trades seem really tough in this game. We're going to simulate and please beat the Cowboys. Let's see. We lost to the Cowboys. Okay. Wow. We only scored 11 points. Against the Cowboys defense, we only scored 11 points. Our defense played great, but their defense played better. Just a disappointing game. All right, season recap. The Cowboys actually ended up winning the Super Bowl, so we lost to the eventual Super Bowl champions, if that's any consolation. Patrick Mahomes MVP, David Culley, Texans coach of the year because Deshaun Watson's actually playing in this game. I wonder if he's going to play in real life. What do y'all think? If y'all are watching, comment below. Let me know if you think he's going to play or not. Patrick Mahomes, offensive player. Myles Garrett, defensive player. Najee Harris, rookie. And Owusu Koromoa, defensive rookie. Let's see. Awards. CMC won NFC Offensive Player of the Year. Kamara was actually 5th. Wow. Carson and Barkley were both ahead of him. That's actually pretty surprising. I wonder what they did. Donald won DPOY in the NFC. That's Chase Young. What team am I? I forgot what team I am, actually. Hold on. I am the Saints. Okay. And Davenport was actually number 5 in Defensive Player of the Year. Wow. Okay. He's probably going to get a dev up. That's really good for us. No Saints. Zaven Collins and Pete Werner. I don't know if he's even playing for us. Sam Darnold won Best Quarterback. This is what I'm talking about. Like, the Panthers playbook is crazy. Sam Darnold goes off every time. Jameis Winston was a 6th. Not that high. I don't think he's going to dev up, unfortunately. Kamara was 4th somehow. Like, Barkley, Carson, and McCaffrey both had better seasons than Kamara. I think it's just because of the touchdowns. He only had 9 touchdowns. No Saints. We had the best lineman in Terran Armstead. It was a good move to move him to tackle or guard. But I think this just goes off of overall pretty much. Or, actually, I guess it probably goes off of, like, rushing statistics and stuff like that, too. I don't think offensive lineman statistics really matter. Aaron Donald for best D lineman. Davenport was number 4. Khalil Mack, best linebacker. Quan Alexander was actually number 9. I'm surprised to see that. And I don't think we have anyone in here. And that's it for awards. I will see y'all at probably free agency because I don't know if we're re-signing anyone that has an expiring contract right now. All right, so what we're doing right now is we're trying to clear some cap room. We just traded Latavius Murray, Pasagnon, and a 5th-round pick for the 2nd-round pick this year from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We're going to see if we can make a couple more trades to try to clear some cap because we are really struggling for cap space right now, and honestly, we can't do anything in free agency. So we got rid of Onyemata and Troutman and a 3rd-round pick for a 1st-round pick next year from the Saints. We traded our 3rd-round pick next year. So we just unloaded a lot of cap. We might be able to make some moves in free agency. So the only thing that we got in free agency was a punter. We signed him for a really low ball contract. We tried to get David DeCastro for a low ball contract. We didn't. So let's trade down, try to get an early 2nd and early 3rd, ideally. So we're just going to take this trade. We're not even going to look at the rest of them. We get an extra 7th-round pick, so whatever, that's cool. So let's go and hope that that linebacker is still there.
Now on the clock.
Okay, Derek Stewart is still there. We're drafting Derek Stewart. He looks really, really good. He's not the fastest middle linebacker, but I'm expecting like 86, 87. But everything else is going to be super high, 21 years old. Let's hope for a development trait. No development trait. Didn't luck out on that, but number 9 in the draft and 76 overall. Derek Stewart is going to be a starter immediately. Probably an outside linebacker because we still have DeMario. We still have DeMario as our middle linebacker. So Derek Stewart, very happy with that pick. We're going to move on to the next one and hope we can get the next guy on our board. I forgot what his name is, but we're going to see in a second. All right, here we are with the 24th pick in the 2nd round. I forgot we still had our 2nd-round pick, so that's really good for us. We are going to look for... Who are we looking for? Donovan Miller, I believe, is who we want to draft here. He is a mid-first round talent, 4.45 40-yard dash, 21 years old. We're hoping for a development trait here, and let's see what we get with Donovan Miller.
Okay,
yes, we got star better development. On 21 years old, that's amazing. He's not super fast, but he's a really well-rounded receiver. Not a great jumper. So he's more of like a slot type, but they have him as deep threat for some reason. Not a great kick returner, but really elusive after the catch. Donovan Miller is a great pick. He's going to be our second receiver immediately, probably our slot receiver as well, and we're going to go to our next pick in this draft.
The Saints are on the clock now.
So we have the 28th pick, and we have the second pick in the 3rd round. So we're going to draft Carl Williams and then Delonte Roth back-to-back, if Delonte Roth is still there. 71 overall.
Let's see what they do.
Average defensive tackle to draft. He's not great at really anything, but 86 power moves is very good. So he might be able to do some pass rush for us. And then hold A to reorder. Oh my god. So we're going to draft Montrell Massey here. He's the best available. And we're going to see what we get. Normal development, 74 overall. Kind of what I expected. He's going to be our slot cornerback immediately, so I'm not upset with that pick at all, but he is not that great of a player overall. And now let's see, can we get the defensive tackle? He is still there, so we're going to draft Mark James right here. Ooh, okay. Okay, so he's star or better. He looks actually better than the guy that we drafted initially. His finesse moves are really bad. He's definitely more of a run stopper, yeah. But he looks really good. He looks like he has a lot of potential, and he has star or better development. I like that pick. I like him more than the other guy, so that's good. Let's see if we can get the receiver now. I think we're going to be cutting close with this guy. I honestly think he might be gone. Yeah, he's gone. I think we're going to draft Jose Hatchett and have him be a linebacker for us. This might be a bad pick. He's a late 3rd rounder, so I don't even expect him to be 70 overall. But we're going to see. Jose Hatchett. 69 overall. A little bit better than I expected. Not the fastest. Let's see. He looks okay. 78 tackling is really good for a defensive end. He might actually be a better linebacker. That might be a good pick. I think he will start because our linebacking core is pretty bad right now. So let's go to the next pick. Oh, he's still there. Okay, never mind. We're good. Thank God. Oh my God, that was close. Okay, he's really fast. That worked out so lucky. Oh, he's a great kick returner too. So he's going to be our kick returner and our, I think, our second receiver. That's not very good if he's our second receiver, but we will trade away our 7th round pick probably, and I'll see you at the end of the draft. We're going to see who got the best picks. Okay, yeah. It looked like this was a pretty strong draft, and this guy is probably going to be one of the best quarterbacks for a long time. I wouldn't be surprised if he's Superstar X Factor, and he is... Oh, just Superstar, but that's still amazing. He's going to be really, really good. All right, this is how we're going into year 2. We got Donovan, Jameis, Kamara, Thomas. Offensive line's good except for our right tackle. We need to address that next season. And then defense, Cam dev down. I think that's it. No one dev'd up. Davenport did not dev up even after, I think it was 13.5 sacks. He had a great season last year and did not increase his development trait. I don't know why. Development traits are a little weird in this game compared to last Madden. But yeah, this is what our team is looking like. Definitely worse than last year, but hopefully we can get Jameis Winston to dev up somehow. He's at 28. He's going to start regressing soon. I can't keep him that much longer, honestly, if he doesn't dev up. But if he devs up, we have a chance. We can make this Jameis Winston thing work if he has a good season. All right, we're at the midseason mark. We're right about where I expected at 3 and 4, and we got 3 players ready to negotiate, which are Eric McCoy. I'm gonna up it a little bit and see if he accepts this. Nice. We got Eric McCoy back. Gardner Johnson. Yeah, let's sign him for 7 years. See if we can get him for this. Nice. We got Gardner Johnson. And then Davenport is really expensive. Let's see if he just accepts a slight
a very slight increase on this offer, and nice. Okay, we got him back. And then everyone else looks like probably someone I'm just going to let go. So that's our re-signing at the mid-season, 3-4. I'll see y'all at the playoffs. I don't think we're going to make it, but maybe Jameis pulls something out. End of the season, we were bad. Worse than I expected, which is actually kind of good because our draft pick's going to be better now. 7-10. Let's see what the season looked like. In terms of Jameis, how is he doing? Good yardage. Too many interceptions. Not quite enough touchdowns. I don't think he's going to dev up. It looks like the Jameis Winston project is probably coming to an end. Alvin Kamara with 2,900 almost total yards. Donovan Miller with 85 catches for 820 yards. He only had 9 yards a catch. Alvin Kamara had 20 yards a catch. Yards per catch in this game are just weird. Like, I think the reason that the Carolina playbook works so well is because all running backs for some reason average over like 16 yards a catch. So he gets 65 catches but catches 1,300 yards and 9 touchdowns. Like, I do not get that at all. The slot receivers, actually I don't think he was the slot receiver. The second receivers just don't catch. They have really low yards per catch. Slot receivers have pretty good. Weird stats in this game. Evan Ingram was really low on our. I don't know. Weird season. Evan Ingram played not bad. Defensive wise, Demario Davis had a great season actually. Wow, really good season. That's not going to be depoy contention though. It's always a sack leader who's depoy. Davenport had 11 sacks again. Don't think he's going to def up off that if he didn't off 13.5 last season. Our pass rush was really bad. Cam Jordan just isn't too much of a pass rusher anymore. Davenport's really our only pass rusher left. Demario, we had, oh my god, we had, what is that, 5? We had 7 total interceptions, and we had 8 turnovers in a 17-game season. Oh my lord. Ooh, that's bad. Our defense must have been bottom of the barrel. Let's see what was going on. We had the 7th offense, well, because of Alvin Kamara, and we had the 32nd defense. Yeah. Wow, we had literally the worst defense in the NFL. Second worst defense in points allowed. Just, okay. I think the Jaguars playbook has ran its course. We are not running that again because I know our defense isn't that good, but it's 86 rated. We should not be 32nd in defense. So, yeah, we're definitely going to change that. I'll see y'all at the season recap. Alvin Kamara wins MVP, and our team was garbage. So, I don't know what that's supposed to communicate. CMC, 13-4. Okay. Khalil Mack won depoy on a 2-15 team. He must have went off. That doesn't make sense. You don't win best anything on a 2-15 team. You are literally the worst team in the league. Oh, there was a Saint. There's Demario. He actually did end up getting pretty close. O'Roy, 2 Saints in there. Donovan and RJ. D-Roy, Derek Stewart, and Mark James. Those are both my defensive tackle. Oh, no. Derek Stewart's my linebacker. Mark James is my defensive tackle. Then Montrell Massey's my cornerback. My other defensive tackle wasn't in there, but we had 3. That's really good. Jameis wasn't even top 10 in the NFC. That is tragically bad. We can't stick with Jameis any longer. We got to get rid of him. Kamara, best running back. No Saints here. Best O-lineman, Taron Armstrong was close. Oh, Marcus Davenport was actually number 9 in best lineman. And then there was one Saint in there. There's Demario. No Saints. And that's it. Let's see who won the Super Bowl and everything. It is the Cowboys win their 2nd straight Super Bowl. Wow, okay. Maybe we should try a Cowboys playbook for offense. All right, we didn't get anyone in free agency. We didn't have a lot of cap space, but we have a couple of targets in this draft. We pick at number 11, and let's see if we can get any of them. Ideally, we want a quarterback, but the quarterbacks are looking like they're going to go pretty soon. So I don't think we're going to be able to get them. Let's see. So this guy's going first. We don't want that guy. This guy is the other one we would potentially want, but I think there's actually one more quarterback somewhere down here. Yeah, this guy. We might actually be able to get Sam Whitaker, who's a fast quarterback too. He is projected number 28. Ooh. Actually, just kidding. Maybe we'll get Sam Whitaker. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to draft Sam Whitaker. We're going to go for Sam Whitaker next, but right now we're going to try to draft Keenan Session because he looks like arguably the best player in this draft. There was one cornerback who went really early, but Keenan Session looks really good, so we're going to take him. And oh my gosh. Best player in the draft, star or better development. Ooh, 93 speed. 77 hit power. He's almost more of a cornerback than a safety with 68 tackling. 75 catching. You can't see safeties jumping for God knows what reason, but this guy looks amazing. And he's big enough to play linebacker, but he doesn't have the tackling to play linebacker, so he could play safety, he could play cornerback, he can play whatever we need him to. Amazing, amazing pick. My first 80 overall selection in this new Madden. I'm hyped. Let's go. Let's see if we can get Whitaker now. All right, here we are at pick 17.
The Bills are now on the clock.
I just simulated my pick. I guess Sam Whitaker wasn't there anyway. Who did I just draft? No, he was there. No. Oh, God. Who did I just draft? Hold on. I drafted CJ Paul. I didn't need a defensive tackle. He looks good, though. Damn it. Hold on. We might be able to save this. Maybe we can trade Jameis Winston for this next pick. I'm going to try to finagle some trade and see if I can make something happen. All right, we're going to play a risky game. The Bills aren't going to draft Whitaker. The Cardinals aren't going to draft Whitaker. The Bengals might. Let's see what Joe Burrow's looking like. And the Ravens definitely won't draft Whitaker. It would make no sense for them to draft Whitaker. Let's see the Bengals. Yeah, Joe Burrow's looking good. I don't think any of these next 4 teams are going to draft Whitaker. So I'm going to try to just simulate these picks and see if we can get him still. The Browns have Baker Mayfield. They're not going to draft him.
It's the Lions.
The Browns drafted him. Okay. The Browns drafted Sam Whitaker. He's a 75 overall quarterback. Gonna be impossible for us to trade for him. We're just gonna go to our next pick and see what we can do. I mean, that defensive tackle actually does address a need, but it sucks that we couldn't draft a quarterback.
The Saints are...
I think we're gonna draft Pierre Bowden here. Bowden, whatever his name is. We're gonna draft him right now, and we will see if a tackle or some other lineman is still there later. But Pierre Bowden is our pick.
Now
Ooh, star better development, 73 overall. I like this. 91 speed. 91. That's so fast. He doesn't have great jumping, but he has great catching. Not really a finesse move guy. He could play 4-3 outside backer, though. He definitely could. His tackling is good. His hit power is good. This is a great pickup. 80 strength as well. Like, he is... I'm very, very happy with this pick. Yeah, we're going to draft that center. He's a mid-4th, so he's probably going to be like... He's not going to be anything special, but we're going to draft him. He's 22.
And the Eagles on the clock now. Let's see what direction they go.
He's what I expected. Not that good, but we needed linemen, so we kind of had to draft him. We didn't have much of a choice. We're going to skip ahead and try to get that quarterback. Keith Gallagher's here. He's a late 5th rounder. This guy's probably going to be like a 64 overall. Nothing special, but we need a quarterback pretty badly, so we're going to draft him. 65, a little bit better than I expected, honestly. He's kind of fast. He doesn't look bad, like, stats-wise. Like, if I was playing with him in games, he looks kind of good. But actually simming, he's not going to be great. Yeah, that's just kind of it. We'll sim to our next pick and see if there's anyone worth drafting, or we're just going to trade our 6th and 7th pick away. Okay, kind of didn't expect this to work, but we actually got a third round pick next year for a sixth, seventh, and a seventh this year. Um, we didn't want anyone else on the board, and I guess maybe the Buccaneers do. Theirs is projected to be the last pick in the third round, so that's probably why they gave it to us. But yeah, we got a third round pick for this. Awesome. Awesome, honestly. All right, so here's the draft recap. Keenan Session. I don't check dev traits of my players. I let them just discover themselves on their own. He looks like he's the best player in the draft. He looks amazing. CJ Paul, no dev trait, but really, really good player. 79 speed as a D tackle is really good. Actually has pretty good pass rushing moves. Not the best block shedding, but really good player. He's gonna play, even though he wasn't the guy we wanted. He's gonna play. Pierre Bowden, whatever his name is, he looks really good. I think he's gonna be like a 76 overall outside linebacker, maybe a 75 without the boost. He looks really good. Really happy about this one. Miles Barkley is just, he's probably gonna have to play because we just don't have very many linemen right now. He doesn't look very good, honestly, but he's better than what we have. Gallagher, he's not good. Gallagher is not good. He might never play on our team, honestly. I want to see Whitaker. Where is Whitaker? There he is. He is 89 speed. Wow, he's fast. And he is hidden development. Oh god, that's painful that we didn't get him. He looks like a franchise quarterback. So the way Madden works is it's pretty much impossible to trade for first-year quarterbacks. Like, you have to give up your entire team, your entire draft. You have to give up everything to get guys like this. So what I'm thinking is, after year one, the Browns should still have Baker Mayfield. Maybe we can try to snag him after his first season when he's still sitting behind Baker Mayfield. That's maybe what we're going to try to do. But this year, we're just going to have to stick with Jameis Winston, or maybe we can get one of the quarterbacks drafted last year. But right now, this guy is going to be literally impossible to trade for. Like, I can show you guys if you want to see it, but it will be unfeasible by all means to get this player right now. All right, this is how our team... Wait a second, what? Jameis Winston got star. Wait, when did this happen? Staff week. Okay. Maybe Jameis Winston's savable. Okay, Jameis Winston star development. That kind of changes everything, actually. That's huge. He probably won't regress this year now. Really, really good to see that. Thank God. Okay, let's see. How much does it take him to get... it's going to take him forever to rank up his abilities. But, so we need to switch Barkley to right tackle. Oh, he's actually better at tackle than he is at center. That's interesting. So that helps our offensive line a little bit. Wait, what was that? Morale is high giving him. Okay. And then defense, we have Paul, our accidentally drafted defensive tackle, actually comes in and becomes our immediate DT1, and then James moves down to DT2. Cam Jordan is on the last year of his deal, and he's regressed from superstar down to star development in the 2 years that he's been on my team. I want to try to trade him this year, but I don't know if anyone will have any interest in him. I could potentially move Paul to defensive end temporarily and have Williams play our other defensive tackle. Session is great. I have a feeling he's either superstar or superstar X Factor. Most of the 80 overalls that I've seen drafted are at least superstar, so he's really good. We have to play him. Jordan is in an interesting situation now because I'm going to play him, but I don't know where. He can't really play linebacker over any other guys we have because Bowden is really good. Davis is really good as well, but he is really up there in age. Maybe the answer is I trade Davis and Jordan this year. I do a package deal with Cam Jordan and Demario Davis, and then I move one of these guys back to middle, and I move Jordan to linebacker again. Because we don't really need we don't need anything on our defense that badly. Everyone is either very good right now or going to be very good soon. And everyone's pretty young, other than Demario and Cam. So our team right now is looking pretty. They're not looking great right now, but they're looking like they could be good in a year or two. Jameis hitting star is very nice, but it might honestly be too late. If he hit star his first year, that would have been amazing. But this is going into our third year with Jameis Winston, and we just hope that he can. If he hits superstar somehow, we can maybe make this work. But if he doesn't, then we've got to move on from Jameis. So Whitaker is not feasible to trade for right now. I haven't looked at other quarterbacks. We're going to rock with Jameis for this year, and we're going to see what we can do next year in the draft, see if we can get a quarterback there. Or if Jameis gets superstar, we just keep building around him. All right, we're at the mid-season mark, and actually we are really good. We're 5-2. We're going to look at who's ready to negotiate. I switched my playbooks. I switched to the Cowboys offensive playbook and the Ravens defensive playbook. I think it's making a difference. Oh, we have so much cap room. That's awesome. But he is amazing. I love having this guy on my team. I'm going to give him whatever he wants until he is not good anymore. He is best offensive lineman in the league, pretty much. Cesar Ruiz. Let's see if we can get him for this. Okay, yeah, we got Cesar Ruiz back. We're not signing back Will Lutz. I'm happy his contract is done. We were paying him too much, especially for Madden. Maybe for real life it's good, but for Madden, no. Jordan Fuller. Want him back. I'm going to sign him back because I want him on every team. We're getting him championships out to wazoo. Let's go. Jordan Fuller's back for 7 years. No one else really matters. So the only people we need are Cameron Jordan and Demario Davis. I actually don't think I'm going to trade Demario or Cam right now because our team's so good. We're 5-2. We're first in the division. I think we just got to keep what we got and try to see how far we can get in the playoffs. If we can get Jameis Winston to get a Super Bowl, he's going to go crazy. I don't think he's going to win MVP, though. I don't think we're playing that well. Well, I probably should have traded Demario and Cam. We ended 9-8. I think we were 5-2 at the midseason mark, so we had a pretty bad second half of the season. Yeah, I'll see y'all at the season recap. All right, the season's over. The Kansas City Chiefs win the Super Bowl. Urban Meyer wins Coach of the Year again. I don't know what this game is on, but it gives Coach of the Year to Urban Meyer every single time, and I don't know why. Is it just Trevor Lawrence? I really don't know. Patrick Mahomes wins MVP, Offensive Player of the Year. Aaron Donald wins Defensive MVP. Terrell Ford is Rookie, and Demetrius Poe is Defensive Rookie. Our guy did not win Defensive Rookie, which kind of sucks. Looking at our team, though, our safety did end up having Superstar, which you'll see a little later, but we're going to check the stats for now. Jameis, that's in this game, that's a regular season. I mean, 17 interceptions to 17 games isn't good. Kamara had a great rushing season, 17 touchdowns. Wow. Where's our second running back? Wow, we didn't have another running back get a single carry. Cowboys offense is like, I guess it's super one running back focused. Oh, was he? I don't know what happened there. Donovan Miller with 7 touchdowns, 1,100 receiving yards. Michael Thomas with 1,100 receiving yards and 9 touchdowns, but 15 more catches. No one else really doing anything. Evan Ingram looking meh. We actually have a 2 tight end threat, I guess, or I think this guy might be our second running back or something. I don't know what's going on. I think we might only have 1 running back on our roster. That's a mistake if so. Jordan Fuller led our team in tackles. Interesting. He is only our starting sub linebacker, and he's our backup everything on defensive backs. So I guess sub linebacker is the most important position for tackles. What? Who is this guy? Asmar Bilal just led our team in interceptions? 47 what? How many? Who is this guy? Why is he playing so much? This might have been why we weren't winning, because this guy's in the game all the time. Are we running a 3-4? No, we're running a 4-3. Okay, let's look at tackle leaders. Hold on. So we have Jordan, Stewart. Where's DeMario? Whoa, what happened here? He played 200 more snaps than DeMario Davis. Pierre Bowden is our rookie. What? Why did Asmar Bilal play more than DeMario Davis? Okay, that's... I don't know what happened there. I'm really not sure what happened. I need to look at the depth chart and figure out. Marcus Davenport led our team in sacks with 11.5. Cam with 11 tackles for loss. CJ Paul had 11 as well. And those are the stats for the year. We're going to look at the awards. And then we're going to try to figure out what happened with our middle linebacker. McCaffrey won offense or rookie or MVP, offensive player of the year in the NFC. Kamara was third. Prescott was second. Aaron Donald, and then Derek Price. This guy's new, actually. Let's see. Any players from the Saints? No Saints players here. No Saints players here. Two Saints players here. CJ Paul and Keenan Session. They were actually pretty far down. Oh my gosh, the Falcons had 3? Whoa. What? How did the Falcons had a great draft? Oh my gosh. Best QB. Like, that's what I'm saying about that season. He's not even in the top 10 in the NFC. This man is not a top 20 quarterback. It's so sad in this game sometimes. McCaffrey, Kamara second. Any Saints in here? We had Michael Thomas, and that's it. Any Saints? We had Ryan Ramczyk and Eric McCoy, and then actually Armstead was even higher than both of them. Any Saints? No Saints. Any Saints? No Saints. Any Saints? No Saints. And that's the end. I'll see you in the offseason. All right, I don't normally show y'all scouting, but I think this guy might be the best player I've ever seen. He is unbelievable. He's 6'1", 4.33 40-yard dash, 22 reps as a cornerback, A- man coverage, B zone coverage, early first round grade, 22 years old. I might have to trade up for this guy. Like, he's probably going to be like an 82 overall out the gate, and I'm assuming he's going to be superstar X Factor. Like, this guy is the best prospect I think I've ever seen. I'm going to try to get him. I don't know how, but I'm going to see what I can do. So we just traded for the first overall pick. We traded Jameis Winston, the 17th pick, and this random running back who is not ever going to play on any team for the first overall pick. And now we are going to draft that cornerback because he looks like the best prospect I've ever seen. I am really excited to see how good this guy is. Zaire Vick.
All right, it's the Steelers now on the clock.
It's exactly like I thought. He is an 82 overall out the gate. Hidden development, 94 speed, 76 catching, 83 man, 77 zone, 70 tackling. He is so good. Like, this is the best player I've ever seen in the draft. He's going to be... I'm going to put him first. I'm going to play him. He's going to play. He's going to play a lot, too. Like, he is really, really good. That is an absolutely amazing pick. Now, the thing is, we just traded Jameis Winston, and we don't have another quarterback. I actually am eyeing another quarterback. Not this guy. I'm eyeing... Where are you? Did I not put you on my draft board? I don't think I put him on my draft board. I'm eyeing this guy right here. He's projected to be a late second rounder. He's fast. He's projected late first in terms of how good he is. I think we can get him with our next pick next round. But if we can't, we're kind of SOL on quarterbacks again, which is going to be tough. But the question is, do we want to just simulate and see? I think we might be able to make a trade for the quarterback that we saw last year with our current cornerbacks now that we have someone we can replace one of them with. But we are going to see if this quarterback is there first. I'll see you at the next pick. All right, and let's see. Is he there? He is still there. We're going to draft him and see how good he is. He is hidden development.
It's now the Vikings' turn. They're up.
73 overall, 86 speed. He's like the baby version of the guy that was last year. So that is actually a really good pick for us. I'm happy with that. I want to try to trade around to get another pick in this round, though. I'm going to try to trade with the Vikings and see if I can get one of these other guys. Okay. Actually changed my mind. We are not trading for a pick in this round. We found a random superstar left tackle who is not very good. He's pretty young in R. Dickerson. I didn't even look what his first name was. I just saw he was superstar and decided to trade for him. So we're trading our starting tackle this year. We're getting Dickerson, and we're trading Bilal and a 5th round pick. That is going to supplant the center that I was going to draft anyway, and now we're just going to simulate and see what's available in 3rd round. Edge rushers, and we really need an edge rusher right now. We might end up trading Marshawn Lattimore for one if we can't get one ourselves here, but we're going to risk it on Jonathan Hammond and see what he is.
The Colts now on the clock.
Okay.
Let's see what they do.
70 overall, that's not bad. He'll start on my team. I wouldn't say he's necessarily good, but he's not bad, which is all I can really hope for, honestly. He's not bad, so I'll take that, and we're going to go to our next pick, which is in 2 picks from now, actually.
All right,
okay.
On the clock now, the Saints.
Greg Davidson. That was the other guy I was looking at. Dang, that kind of is tragic. He was better than the guy I just drafted. This guy right here, he's projected to go late 5th, so I could wait till next round, and I could potentially just trade this pick, honestly. That might be the move. Maybe I'll trade this pick. All right, we're taking the Texans offer of a 3rd, a 4th, and a 7th. The 4th is this year, and the other 2 are next year.
Yep. They just traded the pick away.
Okay, Braxton Thomas is drafted.
Okay,
wow.
It's the Bills now on the clock.
We're having a great draft. We are having a very, very good draft. Hidden development, left guard, terrible run blocker, but everything else he's actually pretty good at. He's pretty fast. He is 6'5". Really happy with that pick. Got another hidden development guy. I think we're going to trade away the rest of our draft now. All right, we just traded away the rest of our draft for a 3rd round pick next year, and that is the end for us. I will see you at the draft recap. All right, so I looked in the draft recap, and Zaire Smith is obviously the best player in the draft, but this guy is really, really good, and we're going to give up a lot to get him. Okay, so we did give up a lot. We gave up Marshawn Lattimore and a 2nd round pick and our backup quarterback, but we have Zaire Smith, who is going to take the spot of either Marshawn or our other cornerback anyway. And Nathan Griffin is so good. I'm about to show y'all how good this guy is. He is the other one. We went to the draft recap to trade for him. Look at this guy right now. He is 22 years old, 88 speed, 90 acceleration, 86 strength, well, with our boost, 83 tackling, 81 finesse moves, 84 hit power, and 877 pursuit. He is really, really good. He's going to make an immediate impact, start right away. I'm very happy with this. I think that was a great trade for us, and I think our team is actually pretty good this year. We're going to go and see our roster now. All right, we have a chunk of changes this year. We have Brian Grant as a new quarterback. We just drafted him. Hidden development, we don't know what yet. Alvin Kamara at running back, Michael Thomas at receiver. Donovan Miller is progressing really well as our other receiver. He's an 88 overall right now. He's a natural 85, but we have a natural 84, excuse me. But we have used all of our staff points, so he gets a pretty huge overall boost. RJ Bolden, then we have Rick Dickerson as our new tackle. He's the only other new addition. Everyone else is still looking solid. And then defense, Zaire Vick is our new starting corner. We traded Marshawn Lattimore for Nate Griffin, who is our new starting defensive end. Both of these guys are rookies. They're the 2 top-rated players in this class, and they're both just amazing, amazing prospects. I think they're going to progress really nicely. I bet that both of them have superstar or better development. Jordan Fuller has moved down to linebacker because we have a lot of defensive backs. So we have Massey still as our slot. We have Gardner Johnson still as our main cornerback. We have Williams as our main safety. And we have Session as our strong safety. Stewart moved inside to middle linebacker to replace DeMario, who ended up retiring. And Bowden is still at right outside linebacker. Our defensive line is the same, well, not the same as last year. Our other defensive linemen are the same, and we are ready to potentially compete. I think we might be able to compete for a Super Bowl this year, but if not, Brian Grant will allow us to compete for a Super Bowl next year, or I will trade for that quarterback from last year if we are not in contention. We'll see. Y'all, we're so good. This team right now is so good. 6-1. Offense is 92. Let's see. How many of these development traits have we unlocked? Quarterback is star. Okay. Was hoping for superstar, but star is fine. Star is still good. Let's look at the defense, and we have superstar X Factor Zaire Vick. There. Let's go. Superstar X Factor Zaire Vick. I was 100% right about this guy when I saw him. I knew when I saw his grades, he was just too good to pass up. Like, he is the future of this team. I think this might be our year. And if not, by next year, I think our quarterback is going to win Offensive Rookie of the Year, and he is going to get superstar development. Next year, we got it. If not this year, it's next year. I'm telling y'all. Well, that took a turn. This is the next day, by the way. I just saw Jameis play a terrible game, and maybe that's the karma for us losing so many games. We went from 6-1 to 10-7. Don't know what happened at the tail end of the season. I think it might have been maybe our quarterback started playing poorly. He had a good season. Kamara, I guess, slowed down a little bit. RJ Bolden had a crazy year. Probably in contention for best wide receiver with that year. Davenport had another 8 sacks at the tail end of the year. Griffin had, I think, 10 sacks in the second half of the year. He didn't really get any turnovers. Maybe that's why. That's probably it. I don't know. I'm not really sure what happened this season. We were playing really good, and then we just completely fell apart at the end of the season. We went 4-7 or 4-6 in our last 10 games, and we just gotta. We have home field advantage because we somehow still won our division, thank God. But now this is going to be a tough playoff run. Let's see if we can win this first game. Okay. Really disappointing into the season. I'm surprised we didn't. I don't know. I feel like we really should have advanced further this year, but that's it. I mean, we do have a rookie quarterback, so I guess it's not that surprising, but it is definitely a disappointing end to the season considering how hot we started. Yeah, we just got to move on and see if we can come back next season stronger. All right, here's the season recap. The team that we lost to actually did make the Super Bowl, but they didn't win it. Mahomes MVP, Arthur Smith Coach of the Year, Mahomes Offensive Player, Nick Bosa Defensive Player, Brian Grant, which is our quarterback, won Offensive Rookie. Hopefully that gives him a depth trait. Terrell Rivers won Defensive Rookie. And then we will check the rest of the awards. So we have CMC as NFC Offensive Player, Nick Bosa as NFC Defensive Player. Let's look. Are there any Saints? Kamara was in there. And Brian Grant was actually 10th in Offensive Player. And then Davenport was actually 3rd in NFC Defensive Player. That's really good. He ended up with, I think, 16 sacks, so it makes sense. Offensive Rookie is Brian Grant, obviously. No other Saints. Defensive Rookie is Terrell Rivers with Nate Griffin very close and Zaire Vick very close as well. And then Jonathan Hammond is actually up there too. He was my backup defensive end, so kind of surprising to see him there. Terrell Rivers must have played really great because I'm pretty sure Nate Griffin had like 12.5 sacks. Dak Prescott, best QB. Brian Grant was number 5. The best RB is CMC again. Kamara was 3. Best wide receiver, Amari Cooper. RJ Bolden was actually number 2. That's really good. He'll probably dip up because he was only normal development. Tristan Wirfs, and then Ramsick, Eric McCoy, and we did not see Armstead in there, actually. That's a little surprising. Davenport was number 3, Bosa first, and Griffin was actually number 10. That's good. Best linebacker, no Saints. Chandler was number 1. Best DB, Greg Valentine, random player. And then Gardner Johnson was number 9. And then best kicker doesn't matter. So those are the awards. We will get to the end of the season. Michael Thomas is actually a free agent for us, so we might be re-signing him, but we might just be letting him walk, honestly, and drafting a new receiver. We will see very soon. All right, so looking at Michael Thomas here, this dude took a heavy regression. Let's look at this. This dude lost 17 attributes in the offseason. I'm pretty sure he dropped from a 98 to a 93. So he is really regressing pretty heavily. I do not want him for 3 years on this deal. He'll probably be like an 82 at the end of that deal. If I can get him for 1 year in free agency, I'll sign him back. But otherwise, I think I'm just going to let Michael Thomas walk. RJ had a great season for us, and Donovan is also a great receiver too, so we don't really need him. All these other guys are just they're kind of whatever. So I'm not going to sign back anyone, and we're going to let Michael Thomas walk. We might try to get him back in free agency. All right, so one thing we decided to do is get a second running back this offseason. Kamara's playing great, but he's the only running back we have. I feel like it's always better to have 2 running backs, so we signed Travis Etienne in the offseason. He was really cheap, so we just signed him to a 3-year deal. I think we're paying him like maybe $4 million a year. Really cheap, just a good player. He's still like 25, so pretty good signing. There's another one. Dennis Friedman he's another Zaire Vick. B+ zone coverage and A- man coverage for 3.940. I guess I have to trade up again. I'm gonna try to get the first or second pick in this draft and draft this guy too, because he looks wild. Oh my gosh! Wait a second. Xavier Tate is 33 reps and 4.53 40. Okay, there are some serious players in this draft. I might have to make some moves. We're gonna see. Y'all will get back with me when the draft starts, I think. Y'all, I might trade my entire team and hard reset for this draft class. This looks unreal. 427. I am at a loss for words. We're going to do a lot in this draft. It's going to be fun. Okay, so I know this looks ridiculous. We just signed a ton of players. We didn't get Shaq Griffin, but we just signed Pat Warner, Jadeveon Clowney, Cam Jordan. I think that's Cameron Blevins, Shaq Griffin. Yeah, Shaq Griffin. Or no, we didn't get Shaq Griffin. Brian Jones, Shaq Barrett, Josh Rosen, and Kenny Galladay. We signed all these players because we had a ton of money, and we are going to trade most of these guys for this draft. So we signed all of them literally just to trade them right now, and we're about to make trades for, I think, 5 picks in this draft. So this is going to be interesting. Okay. We had to trade Ryan Ramsick, Josh Rosen, and Michael Carter, but we got the second pick in the draft, and now we're going to pick. I'm not even sure which one we're going to pick yet. We're going to pick one of them. So we're drafting Dennis Friedman right now, and he is an 80 overall, hidden development. He's actually the 3rd ranked player in this draft, so Xavier is probably going to be 81 or 82. He just looks amazing. He looks a little different than the last guy we drafted. He's a better coverage player, a little bit slower, but he is really good. We're gonna see how long we can wait for the other 2 guys. I'm gonna try to trade for like maybe the 8th pick. We'll see. All right. I might have actually given up too much here, but we just got the 8th pick. I think I probably could have got a third pick back, but we are happy with this. We can now pick. Hold on. Who are we even picking here? I don't know. I just traded for this. We are picking. Let's draft Rashad Pruitt, and he is an 81 overall, the best player in the draft. I was right about how good he is. Look at his coverage skills. 81 man, 77 zone. He looks a little bit more like a cornerback to me, so he's probably going to move to cornerback, and we'll move CJ Gardner Johnson back to safety if we even end up keeping him. But yeah, that's a great pick. All right, so we ended up trading two people we just signed, ETN and Cam Jordan, for the 16th pick, and we gave up our first third round pick. We actually have two more third round picks. Now we're going to pick the defensive end that is still on the board, trying to figure out who's the better player, Sharif Cannon or Lamar Woodyard. It's a toss-up. They're the same age. One's taller, the other's faster. Lamar has a better combine grade, so I'm going to draft Lamar. And it looks like he was a great pick, 78 overall, hidden development. Only 85 speed, I expected better. 82 finesse moves, 83 strength. So the bench difference wasn't a big deal. I really like this player. I'm very interested to see what Sharif is, though. I have a feeling he's probably the better of the two. I will let y'all know. So we just made another trade. Trevor Claxton, Brian Jones, and some random player who we didn't need for the 15th pick in the second round. We had just signed both Jones and Claxton, so we're kind of not giving anything up for this pick. Neither of them were going to play for us, and we are about to draft someone who will be very good for us. Here we go. Cole Quincy is 75 overall, only normal development, unfortunately, but 91 speed, 89 tackle, 89 hit power. Really good looking player. He can play outside linebacker for us if we need him to. We are happy with that pick, and we're going to move on. We might be trading for another pick in this round. We'll see. And another trade. This one's just to move up in the third round a little bit so we can get our guys. We traded Gallagher and our second, fourth round pick for an earlier third round pick. I think that's like, I actually didn't see which pick it was. The 9th pick in the third round. So we're going to skip to our pick. Yeah, Nate Hardin with this draft pick. He's going to be very good. He's probably going to play defensive tackle for us. He is a 75 overall, hidden development, actually 84 speed, really, really fast. A lot faster than I expected him to be. 87 strength, though, so he definitely can play defensive tackle, and he's 287 pounds. But that's a great pick for us, especially for the round that we got him in. Huge pick. We're going to see who we can get next now. All right, the Bengals are offering us a third round pick for our 8th pick in the 4th round. We're going to take this, and we are probably going to trade the rest of our picks too. The Vikings were really bad this year, so we're going to take the Vikings pick. For our 5th round pick, we're getting a 4th round pick, and we're probably going to flip our 6th round pick as well. Oh, we have another 5th round pick. I might just do all these back to back because I think I'm just going to do them through the trade away pick option. So here's the draft recap. I am still confident this is the best draft I've ever seen. Rashad Pruitt is the best player. James Duggan is the next best player. He is hidden development. He is extremely good. 80 overall as a rookie quarterback is crazy. Dennis Friedman is the next best player. He's my guy as well. Kenny Ferris is actually the next best player, and I'm pretty sure he was a 2nd round pick actually. He looks not as good as I think my guy actually looks a little better. I wonder why he's rated higher. Or I guess they're all rated 78. So Kenny Ferris is someone who was picked in the 2nd round, right? Was he? Yeah, he was the 2nd round pick 3. Sharif Cannon. Okay, thank God we did not draft him. He is normal development, so good we did not draft him. 83 strength, 87 power moves. He was not the pick. Or 83 speed, 83 speed, 83 strength, and 87 power moves. He's 83 in all of those. Dalton Barkley, this was the other guy we were thinking about drafting. He is normal development with 96 speed. He's actually not that much better than the guy we drafted. I mean, overall wise, he's significantly better, but like gameplay wise, he's not that much better. Lamar Woodyard is, I believe he's better than any of the other guys. I think we got the best defensive end in the draft. Cliff Youngblood was a player I almost drafted. He is really fast. He only ran 4.45, so I'm surprised he's 93 speed, but he's really good. Cortez Thomas, pretty fast for a D tackle. This is a middle linebacker. I don't think we were even considering this guy, actually. Never mind. This is Xavier Tatum. This is the guy we almost drafted. He is also normal development. He's faster than our guy, and he's stronger than our guy, but his development trait is lower, and development traits are actually a lot harder to get in this game than they were in the last Madden, so I'm happier with our pick than I would have been with Xavier. Here's another defensive end. This guy we almost drafted, Jerry Gary. He is also star or better. He's faster than I expected him to be. He looks like more of a linebacker than a safety. This is the best running back in the draft. Normal development. We do need a new running back because Kamara's getting up there in age, and we traded the 2 that we signed this offseason. But yeah, this is... Oh, Nate Hardin, another guy we drafted, and then Cole Quincy, another guy we drafted. Both very, very good players. I think we had the best draft, and I think this is the strongest class that I've seen so far in this Madden. Great. We just traded Jadeveon Clowney and Marcus Davenport for a first-round pick and a second-round pick from the Steelers this year. That is actually a pretty good trade for both sides, in my opinion. Both those players, like, Davenport's only 28. We just have 3 defensive ends that are younger than him that we're going to play instead. And Clowney is obviously just really good. So I think that's actually going to make their team a little bit better. And, I mean, it gives us what we want. We don't need these guys anymore. So, all right, this is the roster we're heading into season 4 with. We have Dickerson. Our offensive line is a little bit worse because we had to trade Ramsick, unfortunately. But we have Miller. We have, who is this? Donovan. How could I forget his name? Donovan Miller. We have RJ Bolden, who had a great season last year and upgraded to star dev. Donovan's been superstar. Kamara's still there. Grant did not dev up, even though he won Rookie of the Year, which is kind of frustrating. No dev ups on the line. Linemen literally cannot dev up in Madden. Then the defense. We have a lot of new faces on this defense. Well, I guess we only have 3 new faces on this defense, really. We have Dennis Friedman, who is a rookie we just drafted this year with the first overall pick, I think, or maybe it was the second overall pick. And then we have Hardin, who we drafted this year. I think we drafted him actually in the 3rd round. He's a great player. He's going to play mostly defensive tackle for us. We have Woodyard, which we drafted in the 1st round, I believe. I believe we drafted all 3 of these defensive starters in the 1st round. Woodyard we drafted in the 1st round. He's a great edge rusher. And then Pruitt we also drafted in the 1st round. These 2 defensive backs have Zaire Vic energy. I don't think they're going to be quite as good as Zaire, but I think Friedman has a good chance to be Superstar X Factor. I haven't looked at any of these dev traits, but we have literally 4 dev trait rookies on our defense that are going to be playing this year. Hardin is the backup everything kind of, and he's going to be the starting, the second rush D tackle. So our rush, okay, I need to switch this. Woodyard is there. And then, so we have Woodyard, Paul, Hardin, and Griffin as our rush defensive front. We have Fuller and Stewart as our coverage linebackers. We have Friedman as our slot. We have Donovan as our slot receiver. Friedman as our slot corner. And then we have Kamara as both of these. And we have this guy who we're probably just going to release. The CPU drafted him for us, and we don't want this guy getting carries instead of Kamara. So I'm going to release him right now. And that is our roster going into season 4. I don't think we're going to be as good as we were season 3, but who knows? Maybe these guys just show up and show out, so we'll see. All right, so we are actually 6-1 at the mid-season mark. This is a very pleasant surprise. We have a bye week. We are 13-4. Like, I don't know. This is crazy. We are 13-4 this season. Top team in the NFC. Like, we really played super well all season long, and we didn't have a crazy fall off at the end. Just a really good season. Brian Grant threw 41 touchdowns. 3rd offense, 10th defense. Kamara had over 1,600 rushing yards and 17 touchdowns. Dan Cordani actually ended up having 130 carries. So I guess he was my running back too. My quarterback actually ran for a bunch of yards too. Donovan Miller, 1,210 touchdowns. Kamara had 14 receiving touchdowns. Wow. Wow, that's actually... Kamara had 31 total touchdowns this year. That's insane. Jordan Fuller had 127 total tackles this season. 3 sacks, an interception, 10 tackles for loss, 4 passes defended, 2 forced fumbles and fumble recoveries. Wait a second. Jordan Fuller is going crazy. He might be in contention for linebacker of the year. Woodyard and Griffin both had 10 and 10.5 and 11 sacks. Hardin ended with 5, being our spell defensive tackle, defensive end. Jair had 3 picks. Pruitt had 2. Gardner Johnson had 2. And I think that's pretty much all we had. Let's look at blocks. We had 3 blocks. Hardin, Griffith, and Pruitt, or Griffin and Pruitt. 1 safety by Session, and I don't think any touchdowns, no. Okay, so great season. Let's see how we do in the playoffs. All right, so in the divisional round, we are against the Panthers. Let's see how we do. We actually did switch to the Panthers playbook, so let's see if it could get us the win against them. Panthers defensive playbook, by the way. We're still in the Cowboys offensive playbook. We won. We beat the Panthers. Okay, we're actually in the conference championship. After all the trades we made, I was almost certain we were not going to make it here. Oh, big win, too. Okay. I'm going to super sim this next one. Let's see. Are we going to win against the 49ers? This should be a pretty tough game. I'm going to upgrade my team, and then you'll see you in super sim. We are entering the conference championship. I'm going to go to play moment just so I can switch the sim type. Oh my gosh, that's probably really loud for you guys. Actually, let me turn it down. Just so I can switch the sim type to what I'm looking for. I'm going to sim quarter by quarter, so let's see what happens. Okay, so we score first. They score. We don't score next. Next quarter. We get another field goal. They get another touchdown. We get a touchdown there. We get a stop. Okay, so we're down by 1 at the end of the second. Let's see what happens in the third. Okay, we score a touchdown, but we missed the extra point, it looks like. They don't get the field goal, or did the quarter end? Let's see. We are... Oh, we're up 2. Okay, we're up 6. We are... Oh my gosh, we win the game. We won the game. Let's go. We are headed to the Super Bowl now. Sorry, I turned that down a lot. Let me turn it back up a little bit. Yes, sir. We are in the Super Bowl with our second-year quarterback, 4 first-year defensive players, and I think 2 second-year defensive players. Just a really, really strong performance year-round from our team. Did not expect this, especially after trading Ryan Ramczyk. I thought Ryan Ramczyk was a pretty integral part of our team, but we just plug and played and got through it. Let's see. Trey Lance had a really good game. He actually had a really good game. We were lucky we beat that. Kamara playing great like always. We've got none of our receivers did that well, but Kamara just had an absolutely monster offensive game. Jordan Fuller carrying our team, 14 tackles, 2 tackles for loss. I love to see it. I was thinking about trading him in the offseason, but no thank you. Nate Hardin is actually kind of leading our team pass rushing wise through the playoffs. We did not get an interception, no fumbles or anything like that. Oh, we did. We blocked I guess we blocked a kick or a punt. I don't know which one. I wasn't even expecting to make the playoffs, but now we are about to make it to the Super Bowl. I will see y'all Super Bowl week. Let's go. So here we are, Super Bowl week against the Cleveland Browns. Our teams look actually very even overall wise, and they have Myles Garrett. So Myles Garrett in the last Madden was like a pure cheat code, but Myles Garrett in this Madden, maybe he's not as bad. I'm going to simulate training, see if we have any more upgrades to do, and then we're going to super sim the Super Bowl. All right. New Orleans Saints versus Cleveland Browns in the Super Bowl, both 87 overall rosters. Let's see who comes out on top. I'm a little nervous, guys. I'm kind of nervous. I don't normally jump in, but I might consider it for, I'm going to play the moment and go back to Super Sim again so I can sim by quarter. Okay, they scored 3. We scored 7. We scored another 7. Let's go. We're up 14-3 at the end of the first quarter in the Super Bowl. Okay, up 14-9 they scored, but they missed the extra point. We scored a field goal. They scored a touchdown. We're only up 1 now. Okay, end of the first half, we are up 1 point. Let's see. We scored another touchdown. Ooh. Okay. This is where it gets a little dicey. Let's see. Oh, another touchdown. Let's go. We are, oh my God, 37-16. We are about to win this Super Bowl. Let's get it. I'm going to simulate a little bit slower now. I'm just going to simulate play-by-play. Let's see. They scored, but there's no time left. We're just going to run out the clock. What just happened? 10-yard penalty? Why are you causing a penalty right now? It's not the time, buddy. 2nd and 16. Kamara is giving us life. We punt it away, and now they're just going to try to throw it. What is that? A penalty? And we win the Super Bowl, baby. Let's get it. Oh, my God. 4 rookies? 4 rookies on defense take us to the Super Bowl? That's really what just happened? Y'all, I don't even know what to say about this. This is wild. Second rebuild in a row where I have a new quarterback, like a drafted quarterback, and I win the Super Bowl. I think you have to draft quarterbacks. That's the meta in this game. That's the meta in rebuilds, I'm pretty sure. Also, Cowboys playbook is really good. Y'all should try to run Cowboys playbook. It's raw. Just enjoying the ceremony. Second time I've seen it so far in this game. I haven't had to jump in yet. I don't know how y'all feel about jumping in. I don't know if anyone's even watching these all the way to the end, honestly. If you are, comment below and just say, like, I don't know, like, thickness or something like that. Something stupid like that. But Brian Grant threw 4 touchdowns on 37 attempts, 267 yards. Alvin Kamara ran for 200 yards in the Super Bowl. 200 yards. Okay. Wait, let's see our receiving stats. RJ Bolden with 121 receiving yards. Kamara with another 50 receiving yards. Kamara is a monster in this game. 54 receiving yards and a touchdown, and then 204 rushing yards and a touchdown. 250 total yards and 2 touchdowns for Alvin Kamara. That is wild. Session lead our team in tackles. A bunch of tackle for lost people. Only 1 sack by Lamar Woodyard and 1 interception by Session again. Session played really well on defense, it looks like. We had a monster game. Crazy second half. Really good start to the game and then a good finish to the game. Absolutely monster season. I'll see y'all in the season recap. So here we are with the year-end stats. Alvin Kamara wins MVP. 49ers coach wins Coach of the Year, which is nice not to see Urban Meyer win it again. Alvin Kamara, Offensive Player of the Year. TJ Watt, Defensive Player. James Duggan and Lamar Woodyard wins Defensive Rookie. Lamar Woodyard was our defensive end, and James Duggan was the first overall draft pick, the 80 overall, probably superstar X Factor quarterback. We're going to look at, actually, let's check out James Duggan real quick. I just want to see how good is that guy. We're going to just go here. We know what his overall is, so we're just going to go to quarterbacks and probably be like an 82 or something now. Duggan. Where is this guy? There, 86. What the? Okay, he has a 3 more out boost. He's a superstar, and he probably just went out of his mind. Let's see. Oh yeah, 4,600 yards, 34 touchdowns, and only 8 interceptions. And then he also ran for 2 touchdowns as well. Really, really good player. Probably the best quarterback I've seen so far. But yeah, our team. This is the roster we won with. We won with 4 starting rookies on our defense. Grant is now superstar. I think that's a given. If a quarterback wins the Super Bowl, I think they pretty much have to upgrade. We have some upgrades over there too. But defensively, this is what we're rocking with. This is a rookie. Friedman's a rookie. Griffin isn't a rookie. Woodyard's a rookie, and Hardin is a rookie. So we had 4 rookies playing on defense. Bowden actually upgraded to superstar. What did he do?
that doesn't look like it's worth upgrading to superstar for me. The depth traits in this game seem so random to me. Like, some stuff just makes no sense. Like, I have no idea why some players do and don't dev up in this game. I cannot figure it out, and I will eventually, but for now, it's just like, it seems really random. But that is the rebuild for today. Saints win the Super Bowl. 4-year rebuild is all it took. I'm going to start doing 10-year rebuilds. I'm new to this, so I've been spending too much time. These rebuilds are coming out. This one might be, hopefully it's only 2 hours, but the last one was almost 3. So I'm going to try to do a 10-year rebuild and just make it rebuild. I said that a little weird, rebuild. 10-year rebuild and make it a little more streamlined so that it's like an hour and a half, especially now when I don't have that many subscribers or followers, like really any subscribers or followers. I need to just like get content out there more than I need to worry about making it like so in depth. But thanks for watching. If you made it to this point, thank you so much. Leave me a follow. I'm going to be doing this all the time. I'm going to try to upload 2 rebuilds a week up until I hit 32 rebuilds. And then I'm going to, it might be more than 32 rebuilds, honestly. I'll probably do some fantasy draft stuff, some like 10-year in the future start rebuilds, a bunch of different random stuff. So I'm going to try to upload 2 rebuilds a week and 1 to 3 experimental videos a week. So follow if you're into Madden content. Probably going to get into 2K content. I'm talking way too much. Please subscribe. Thank you.